What's up, everybody? Comeback Kid back again. Let me just start off this video by saying I apologize if my past couple of videos seem a little bit negative. Those were the Google Plus videos that I was dealing with, so I was pissed off in those videos. And this video might seem a little negative too at first, but just hear me out. It's not really, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just my opinion, so keep that in mind. This video is going to be reasons why I'm not excited for the next generation of consoles. I know a lot of people get excited when new consoles come out and they have to pick it up day one. They want to be there for the new games and everything, and it's exciting. I get that, granted. The hype is what I think blinds a lot of people. Let me explain why. Going from Atari to like Intellivision type stuff, there's a clear line there that you can see that they've jumped a little bit, not only in graphics but in gameplay. You're going from Atari and Intellivision to Nintendo. There's a huge jump. There's a clear line there. You can see the jump in everything: graphics, story, gameplay, everything. Likewise, next console generation, Nintendo to Super Nintendo. Huge jump in graphics, huge jump in sound design, gameplay, upgrades. The story is on a different scale on the Super Nintendo. There's a huge jump there, a definitive line. You can see the distinguishes what 8-bit and 16-bit truly is. Again, Super Nintendo and Genesis to N64 and PlayStation, huge jump. The grand schemes of RPGs on the PlayStation compared to, the Super Nintendo. Likewise with the huge multiplayer innovations on Nintendo 64 compared to the Super Nintendo, there's huge jumps there in that console generation. Going from N64 and PlayStation to GameCube, Xbox, and PS2, another huge jump. Graphics, online multiplayer was first introduced. There's a huge jump there in console generation. Going from this last console generation, not as big of a jump, but there was still something there to distinguish it, and you could see it. Online multiplayer was set in stone on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and the motion control thing was announced and integrated into all the systems now, thanks to the Nintendo Wii. Now we're going to this console generation. Is there a huge step advance in graphics? No, there isn't. We've hit the peak of what we can do, really, kind of, in graphics. It's the 1080p is kind of our stopping point. Granted, nothing's ever going to look like PC games. By the time the consoles get to where PC's graphics are, PC's already going to be that much higher. So, have we jumped that much in graphics compared to the 360 and the PS3 with the PS4 and the Xbox One? From what I've seen, no, we have not. You might be able to see slight differences, but I mean, is it worth the extra money just to have a couple more pixels on the screen? Apparently, some people, yes, it is. Have we jumped in gameplay? Well, no, I would say not. From what I've seen, there has been nothing at all that has made me go, ooh, that's interesting, or that's different. No, nothing. Nothing at all. Let's look at the launch games that we have. Call of Duty Ghosts. It's another first-person shooter, and it's Call of Duty. Same thing every year. I mean, is that really a jump in innovation? I wouldn't say so. And I mean, we have Call of Duty Ghosts on the 360 and PS3. And from what I heard, that the Xbox One version only runs in 720p online. Doesn't the 360 version run on 720p online? I mean, okay, if that's the case, then the graphics aren't a step up. So what's the difference between the PS4 version and the PS3 versions, or the Xbox One version and the 360 version? I mean, the new sports games on the PS4 and Xbox One, it's just going to be a jump in graphics a little bit. As far as gameplay, I highly doubt it. What else we got coming? Killer Instinct graphics look pretty good, but I mean, is it really that much big of a step than on 360? I mean, oh, there is one change that's coming to the new consoles, which I'm not happy about, and it's the download digital thing that's coming around. That's something to look forward to, right? No, not to me, it isn't. Killer Instinct. It's all downloadable. Oh, excuse me. You can get a special edition for $40 or something that gives you, I think it's all downloadable stuff, but you get all the characters, but you get a special box with it, I think. I don't even think it's on a physical disc, and if it is, correct me. But it's digital to begin with, is my point. Killer Instinct is a free game, but it's only digital. Instead of going through all this bullshit and downloading stuff, just give it to me on a fucking disc, for God's sakes. We have that to look forward to in the new console generations. Yeah, that's something to look forward to. Oh. What I'm getting at, guys, is that there's nothing that is a huge jump from what we don't already have on the 360 and the PS3. As far as gameplay goes, or graphics go. The graphics are going to get slightly better, but we can only go so far, guys, and I think we've hit that ceiling just about. I mean, you going for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, you can see the huge jump, and the N64, the GameCube, there's a huge jump. I mean, now going from, PS3 to PS4, I wouldn't say there's a huge jump. Nothing noticeable. Nothing truly noticeable and worthy of that extra price tag you're paying. I mean, check this, guys. Look at early PS2 games. Compare that to late PS2 games. Look at Final Fantasy X, and then look at Final Fantasy XII. Same console, but Final Fantasy XII looks fucking amazing. The cutscenes, given enough time, look what they can do with a console in terms of graphics. Later in the lifespan, you will see that games at the end of the lifespan of a system look amazing. You'll be surprised at the amount of stuff they could put on the disc, which is what Grand Theft Auto 5 is, apparently. Look at all the stuff they put on there. I mean, I would rather them keep the systems now and just show me the amazing things they can do on the 360 and the PS3, which is what they're doing with Grand Theft Auto 5, apparently. The game, apparently they packed so much shit into it, it's amazing. Just keep doing that, than feeling pressure to put out a new system just because the competition is doing so. I understand you need to make money, and when everybody else is doing it, you need to put out your newest thing too, but is there a reason to jump on that ship yet? I don't think so. Not for me anyway, because graphics, if anybody knows me, graphics is probably the least important thing to me in terms of games. Gameplay, story, and that's how it is for me. That's the selling point. Graphics are nothing to me, personally. I know that's a lot of people's number one reason for playing games is how good it looks in the graphics and everything, but not to me. The things that they are introducing in the new systems that are a step up, I would say, is nothing to do with the game itself. I mean, the Twitch integration is cool, and I like that, but I wouldn't say that's really an advance in game systems. I mean, it's just making it more convenient and easier to do, because people do this with their PCs all the time, stream games. I mean, while it's a cool feature and it's more convenient by making it available easily, I want to see more innovation in gameplay. That is what new console generations are supposed to be. Show us something great. Show us something innovative. You're making the online features cooler, which is good, and integrating this streaming thing, which is good. But how are we making gaming more innovative with the new systems? There is no innovation anymore. There's nothing that's screaming to me to want to go out and buy an Xbox One or a PS4. Nothing. Killzone Liberation's coming out. What's that going to be? Another shooter. I'm not taking anything away from shooters, but I mean, they're a dime a dozen. Call of Duty Ghosts. Make me want to do I want to go pick it up? No. And if I do want to go pick it up, it'll be on the 360, the PS3. I'm going to get the same experience with slightly updated graphics on the PS4 and the Xbox One. What other games that are coming out on launch that make me want to scream and go jump out and go in my car and go run out and get one? Nothing. Nothing. Not a thing. I'm not taking away from the hype because I know a lot of people are going to, as soon as I wake up, PS4 unboxing is going to fill up my sub boxes. There's going to be hundreds of PS4 unboxing. And I get that. But I ask yourself a month down the line if you're satisfied with spending $400 on your PS4 or $500 on your Xbox One. Guarantee you 3 months down the line, those prices on those launch games are going to be cut. Cut like that. Because people are going to be bored with them quickly. And they're waiting for those next games to pop out. The systems came out too early, I think, and there's just nothing that's making me want to go out and jump and buy those games. There's no innovation. There's nothing next gen about it. To me. Nothing next gen about it. People were bitching about the Nintendo Wii not having games coming out at their launch. PS4 and the Xbox don't have nothing exclusive that's coming out for them that makes me want to jump out and buy them shit either. They just have the third party stuff, which is, you can get probably the same experience on the last gen consoles. Probably going to disagree with me, but I guarantee you they're going to still be making 360 and PS3 games probably 2 years from now. I think they'll still be making them. Look at the PS2. As far as I know, they stopped making PS2s as late as last year. PS2 games as late as last year. That's like 12 years in production, guys. PS3 only came out in at the end of 2006. It's only been out for like 7 years. I give it 2 more years that games are still being coming out, as well as a 360. Because now Xbox games stopped coming out pretty much right when the 360 came out. But I think the 360 did so well, and it's in so many people's homes that they're going to still be buying it 2 years from now. And I think they're still be making games for it too. The real innovation I see this console generation is in indie games. Now I know Sony's apparently striving for they're right behind the indie guys, and they're gonna be making a lot of the indie stuff available on their system, which is a good thing. I think that's a pretty good advancement in gaming right there, is with the little guys, because the little guys are the ones who are making the innovative games, not the big guys. Big guys, first-person shooters, Assassin's Creed every year. I know it's a risk to put out something new and innovative, and it's a risk that costs money. In indie guys, they don't have that risk. They don't have to risk their company putting out something interesting and new. That's why I'm interested in the indie guys. But then again, you can just find those indie guys on the PC, on Steam. So my main point in this video is that there is nothing that is jumping out at me to make me run out and buy an Xbox One or a PS4. Nothing. There's not that jump from 360 and PS3 to PS4 and Xbox One that I've seen that is new console worthy. All these games that are coming out could have been on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. And neither would have any of you guys, I think. Ask yourself that when you go pick up a... I'm not trying to be a downer, really I'm not. I'm just saying. I know new consoles are interesting, and they have a mysterious thing about them until you actually get them in your hands, and the console hype is exciting. But just ask yourself, after you play those consoles, are these next gen worthy? Are they? Really? I haven't got my hands on an Xbox One or PS4 yet. So, what I'm saying could be all speculation, but this is just from what I've seen of the trailers and the footage. Doesn't seem next gen to me. It seems like a slight step up. Seems like a slight step up from this gen. It's very slight. Very, very, very slight. Not those huge gaps we've gotten on, 16-bit to 32-bit, 32 to 64, 64 to GameCube, and I just don't see it, guys. Maybe down the line I will, and I will get these systems later down the line, but not right away. This has been the least excited I've been for a console launch ever. Ever. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys plan on picking up the systems day one. Let me know if you guys are excited for this new launch. Tell me why. And let me know if you're not excited for this new launch of games, systems. Tell me why also. Tell me if you agree with me. Tell me if you disagree with me. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and thank you all for watching.